FA Cup group stage for these two teams. This one has a little more meaning than your average regular season game. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Spurs, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. And a look now at the San Antonio Spurs' upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Utah Jazz. Then on Monday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Washington Wizards.
And looking at the Toronto matchup, that's one to mark on the schedule. It's their 5th game of the year, and we should start to see their lineups get sorted out.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Sharing the wing spots, it'll be Caruso and Williams. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the 1. And for San Antonio, we've got Fox. Victor Wembanyama is out there with Tobias Harris. Then it's Castle. And it's Vassell in at the 3. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Well, there's a level of aggressiveness that you must contend with Gilgeous-Alexander on the offensive end. You love to see him force the issue.
Doris, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has a chance to go down as one of the greatest Canadian basketball players ever.
Kevin, that is a bold statement when you consider that the great Steve Nash, 2-time MVP and one of the best passers in the history of the game, is of Canadian descent. But this guy, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, is putting together quite the resume. Let's just hope he can sustain that stardom. What you love about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is this young man's work ethic. He is a gym rat who's always looking for ways to improve.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
Here's Castle. Shot clock at 6. No one near him. Caruso grabs the miss. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Harris against Holmgren. Here's Hartenstein. No good. Shot missing. Good defense by Wembanyama. Pass to Harris. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama.
And it does a world of good for them to have Harris getting busy inside. Gives them that inside-out edge they're looking for.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander against Fox. Holmgren with it. Screen by Hartenstein. Williams' shot is off.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
3-pointer, Fox. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that quick shot by Fox is something you know he has worked on religiously. Nice finish.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. Over in the corner, Caruso. Pass to Holmgren. This one for 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling 3-point opportunities.
So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15 and 56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander following Tobias Harris's 3-point attempt. 6 to shoot. Hartenstein finds Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's Harris. Up and in on the layup. Harris has got his second basket of the night.
How about the tenaciousness on that play? from Harris. That's the brand of toughness they want from him every night.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, and with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I had a chance to talk with the Spurs head coach. We talked about the matchup problems that Chet Holmgren presents. He said defensively, Chet can warp the inside of the paint. And at the other end, he's going to drag his matchup out to the three-point line. That's what makes this 7-footer such a special player. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now here's Williams.
Hey, yo, right here.
Now here's Holmgren. There's the drive, and out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. The Thunder in fourth.
Collectively, I mean, they had an amazing year at the free throw line. Sometimes free throw shooting can be contagious, and it seemed like everyone on their team had the hot hand.
Harper, he's checked in for Castle. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Dort's checked in. And Harris wide open. He shoots, knocks down the three ball. Harris has got 7. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
It's time for a dance game. If you see yourself on the big screen, then you know what to do. Show us your moves. No thanks.
Johnson's checked in for San Antonio. Payson Wallace, he's checked in for the Thunder.
Substitution on the court.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Hartenstein. Wallace outside. Hartenstein with the screen on Harper. Wallace goes in. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Johnson with it. Williams picks him up. Harper, no good. Thunder trailing by 5. Outside, Dort. Dort with a screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target with his 3. San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How's he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
Wasted no time on that one.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
Harris is checked in for the Spurs. Bryant comes in for Devin Vassell. Holmgren, he's checked in for the Thunder. Mitchell comes in for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. .110 left to play in the first quarter. Williams looking over the floor. Dort with a screen for Mitchell. Here's Williams. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And so Wembanyama will bring it up for San Antonio. They're leading by 8. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Oh, what a dunk!
Look out below!
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G slant cam. Holmgren kicks to Williams. It's Dort on the wing, defended by Bryant. Just 5 to shoot. Williams with a clean look. San Antonio with the rebound. They're getting their first look at the Thunder in this one.
2 division rivals facing off tonight. They'll see one another 4 times this season.
Fast break, here they come. Mitchell wide open. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, great decision to kick it out. Trust that your teammate will knock down the shot.
And we reach the end of the first quarter. Spurs lead by 7. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
Well, Doris, both you and I had the honor of being in that 2020 bubble in Florida. Any memories from Orlando?
I think, Kev, just how unique the setting was, and I have to give some props to the players. No fans, no normalcy, away from their families for extended periods, and yet they were able to lock in and give us some incredible moments.
On the floor for Oklahoma City, getting going here in the second quarter. The forwards are Dort and Holmgren. Wallace is out there with Mitchell. Spurs leading by 5. Outside Harper. Pass to Champagny. Bryant with a screen on Holmgren. Here's Harris. Good D by Mitchell. Thunder shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Holmgren dishes to Mitchell. Back to Holmgren. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Holmgren sets the screen for Wallace. 13 feet away. Lets it fly. San Antonio with the rebound. It's off to Utah after this game, where they'll face the Jazz. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. And Coach Mark Dagnall said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow, thank you for the report. Mitchell left side. Down low. It's tipped. Harper with the steal. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Last season, the Thunder finished as the 1 seed for the first time since 2013.
Yeah, and that was when they were led by the young duo of Durant and Westbrook. But they've got a new group of young stars now who are looking to bring that first championship to OKC.
Jalen Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. Alex Caruso comes in for Cason Wallace. Second free throw, no good. Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out.
Harris looking it over. Pass to Castle. And Holmgren pulls it down. Thunder trailing by 4. Now, here's Dort. Outside Williams. When you talk about Jalen Williams, Doris, is it fair to say this guy has superstar-level potential?
Without a doubt, Kevin. Jalen Williams is a 3-level scorer. He's fearless in the clutch. He has the hunger to keep improving, and he can be a lockdown defender. He's got all the tools to reach the level you're talking about.
And he makes the first.
I mean, Jalen Williams is a guy who a lot of people are excited about. He has the talent to be a multi-time All-Star and perhaps an even higher ceiling than that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Luke Cornett. And Bryant subbed in for Harper. And Oklahoma City with a change here, too. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Mitchell. San Antonio leading. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
For De'Aaron Fox. Great showing for him last season. First in steals, and of course he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the ball in the basket. Top 10 in scoring.
And as you said, first in steals last season, you have to say he's the best ball hawk in the league right now. It may not even be close. It loose. Second shot opportunity. They shoot again. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
with so many great point guards in this league, sometimes a guy like De'Aaron Fox can be overlooked. But when he's on, no one can stay in front of that man.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up, and it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
Fox hits them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work, and it pays dividends.
Outside, Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren sets the screen for Williams. A three-pointer is right on target. Williams has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Jalen Williams, lethal from deep, folks. You can't allow him to get comfortable.
Pass to Bryant. To the wing right side. Poked away. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander sets the screen for Williams. Over to the wing. Here's Caruso. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. For San Antonio, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5. Pass to Wembanyama. The kick out to Fox. San Antonio again missing. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Caruso. Holmgren with it. Defended by Wembanyama. Holmgren against Wembanyama. They now take the lead. Holmgren's got 5.
And guys, you can't allow Holmgren to gain confidence from the mid-range. He'll burn you when you give him those looks.
Here's Harris. Spurs working the ball around now. Pass to Wembanyama. Over Williams. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Bryant. Wembanyama has got his second bucket tonight. .116 left to play here in the half. Gilgeous-Alexander finds Caruso. Here's Holmgren. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
And the Spurs making a change here. Johnson's checked in. The Thunder also changing it up. Williams comes in for Chet Holmgren. And it's Cason Wallace in for Dort. .103 left here in the second. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Here's Johnson, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And now it's a three-point Spurs lead.
And nicknamed Big Body, Johnson doesn't shy away from contact, using that size and strength to gut through it.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Fox. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound.
More good work on the glass there when it's all...
Oh, watch out for Wembanyama!
The perfect lob partner. Wembanyama with elite hand-eye coordination.
And it's the Thunder with the ball. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Wallace outside. A rebound by the Spurs. Fox has got 4 rebounds in this game. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. Fox, no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Good. And the nice assist for Williams.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Spurs leading by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
Please direct your attention to the center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums. They're thinking about the shot. So sorry. One more time, a round of applause for the participants.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look here at the Thunder, they started the season on a high note. Now they look to improve to 2-0.
Yeah, they look strong in their first matchup, played with a lot of energy. We'll see if it carries over into this one.
As we shift our focus now to the Spurs, it's a tight one after 2 quarters of play.
I like how they've been hitting the boards, man. Playing real hard. That's great sign for the second half.
Yeah, but the score is close, and if they want to pull away, you got to do more than rebound.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Nice game, great performance by Harris.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, he knows they're coming for him, but he's accustomed to that kind of attention, and he's quite comfortable dealing with it.
They've got Victor Wembanyama. Devin Vassell out there with Tobias Harris. And it's Fox. And it's Castle in at the 2 spot. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Williams passes to Holmgren. Drains it from beyond the arc. Holmgren's got the first points of the 3rd quarter up on the board for the Thunder. And so Fox will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. And Chet Holmgren's been a great player from day one, Doris. What do you like most about his game?
I don't know which aspect to pick. This guy is a great rim protector. He can shoot the basketball from three-point territory and with great range from 3. But maybe my favorite aspect is the competitive toughness he brings on a nightly basis.
Outside Williams. Shoots it up. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And if you're just joining us, we've played over a minute here in the 3rd. Outside, Fox. Shoots over Caruso. Fox, no good.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Williams dishes to Holmgren. Pass to Caruso. And the 3 off target. Spurs leading by 3. Here's Castle. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Castle's got his first bucket in this one.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Fox against Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren wide open. The shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Vassell outside. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Holmgren. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. San Antonio calls timeout.
Taking a look here at some stats for Gilgeous-Alexander. Coming off a terrific season. Last season put up about 30 points a game, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Harris outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Spurs working the ball around now. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Oklahoma City's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Hartenstein with the screen on Vassell. Williams inside, covered by Vassell. Clock is at 3. For the lead. Williams can't hit.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Pass to Castle. And stolen by Caruso. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Vassell. Caruso, no good. The Spurs have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Harris finds Fox. Here's Castle. Sinks the three-pointer. Castle's got 5 now.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
His size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question, is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
Caruso, the shot's good. Gilgeous-Alexander making the play.
Well, you see SGA and the strides he's making as a playmaker. This guy is so good, on point with his reads.
Outside, Fox. The 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 1-point game. On the way, Harris. Defended by Holmgren. Pass to Harris. Launches it. Hits the three-point bomb. 10 points for him.
It's really a combo forward with a solid outside touch. Harris is the ideal fit for the modern NBA.
1:02 left to play in the third. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Caruso with the ball. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Caruso's got 5 points now this quarter. To the wing on the left. Here's Wembanyama. To the middle. Here's Harris. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league.
Several teams changing it up here. .29 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Wembanyama. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Wembanyama's got 8 points.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
And here is Wallace. Still scoreless. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Oklahoma City ball.
And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Substitution of Gordon.
It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
Number 12. Thomas, number 12.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Spurs lead by 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Oklahoma City, look at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Dort and Williams up in the forward positions. Mitchell is out there with Alex Caruso. And it's in there.
You get the sense Fox just improving with each game in terms of his pick and roll play. Figuring out his angles, knowing when to pull and when to try to split or turn the corner.
Mitchell sets the screen for Williams. Misses the 3. Spurs leading by 5. Fox deciding where to go with it. Stolen by Mitchell. Williams in the post. Johnson on him. Williams can't hit.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Here's Castle. Outside Bryant. Off target from three-point range. Thunder trailing by 5. Pass to Mitchell. Back to Dort. There's the lob to Dort. And it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession.
Gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Mitchell kicks to Williams. Williams sets a screen for Caruso. Drills it from outside.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Well, you've got to earn trust and equity by making shots. Nice delivery there.
Timeout, Spurs.
Get ready, everyone, and see yourself on the screen and you show us your best move. Let's go! Shake it! Let's see those moves.
Vassell, he's checked in for Bryant. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Hartenstein's checked in. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear San Antonio's coach going over the plan during the break. He was very fired up. He said, look, this is going to be a big win for us. We close this out, and we'll show the rest of the league who we are.
Thank you, David. Outside, Dort. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Williams, a screen on Fox. Clock at 4. Mitchell. And it's all evened up.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Now Fox. It's Vassell on the wing. Pass to Castle. Shoots the three. Drills the three-pointer.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Thunder trailing by 3. Here's Caruso. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation.
He's done a dynamite job rebounding the basketball and no issues fighting it out against the big guys down low.
Here's Fox. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got 6 rebounds here tonight. It's Dort on the wing. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He knows every possession is critical now.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Changes here for the Spurs. Victor Wembanyama comes in for Luke Cornett. And Tobias Harris subbed in for Johnson. Holmgren, he's checked in for the Thunder. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Mitchell. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. 5 to shoot from the wing. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Under trailing by 3. Caruso, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Count it from 12.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, one of the calmest, most clutch players in the league. That's a big-time moment.
Wembanyama outside. Oh, good with the triple.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage.
Jalen Williams relishes the opportunity to deliver in the clutch, and boy, does he answer.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. For San Antonio, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Outside, Fox. Wembanyama, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And Fox gets it to go.
And accepting his role as a leader. Fox wants to come through for his guys in the big moments.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Wembanyama.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Pass to Harris. Wembanyama sets a screen for Harris. Offline with his 3.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Holmgren gets the button.
No, stay cool in a clutch moment. Holmgren not letting his inexperience get the best of him.
1:12 left to play in the final quarter. Outside, Fox. Wembanyama, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And here are the Thunder now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Holmgren in the post. Guarded by Harris. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession.
That could be costly. When the game is hanging in the balance, the last thing you can afford is to turn it over.
Timeout, Spurs. 37 seconds left in the game. Three-pointer. Nails the tray.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. What do you think we're going to see here?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
Well, they've got to be aggressive, guys, because the defense doesn't want to foul here.
Seven seconds left in the fourth quarter. Hartenstein with the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets a floater go. It falls. He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
The quiet confidence, the ruthless execution. You need a big-time bucket. Shea is on time.
Timeout, Spurs. Wembanyama looking it over. Offline.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
First team. Wembanyama. Shooting two.
So the first one drops, and that gives them the lead. knock it down, and they really needed that one.
They're ahead, but if they don't get a stop here, that free throw could prove critical.
And so it's San Antonio who's straight by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.